Hello dear students. In this module, we will learn different functions to create an array using Numpy library. So let's start with practical. The first one is Flowmeter. The Flowmeter function is useful when you want to create an n-dimensional array from a non-numeric sequence, or you can say a dictionary. For example, I used here a array dictionary as 1a 2b, 3c, 4d. And as you know, a dictionary contains a key and a value. So the keys are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now using Flowmeter function, I passed here array dictionary, and all these values will be stored in array AR variable. So the dictionary is AD, and when we use print statement, it will print the keys which will stored in AR variable, which are 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, it shows an error because when we use Flowmeter function, it requires data type for the value. So the data type equals to np.int16. It means I want to display the integer values in this element. It shows the error again. The spelling is wrong for the data type. It is dtype. Now it works perfectly. Just run the file and see the result. It will display the key elements of a dictionary as 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to display float elements or float values, then just change the data type as float32. Run the file and see the result. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point. These all are floating values. So I used again here int32 for integer elements. And in the next statement, when I used ar.itemSize, it will display the item size of integer values. And remember, each integer values contains 4 bytes. So it will display 4. The next statement I used here as print ar0. It means I want to access the element from the index position 0 and 2, which will be 1 or 3. Now see the result. So you can access the elements from the index position. The zeros function creates an array which specifies size and type but filled with zeros. So I use this statement import numpy as np, and using zeros function I want to display the elements 2, 3. It means 2 rows and 3 columns, and all will be filled with zeros. And when I print this statement, print ar, it means all the elements will be 0. And the next statement I used here, np.zeros, 3 by 3. It means 3 rows and 3 columns. And I use the data type here, dtype equal to np.int16. When I use the print statement, print ar2, save the file and run it. See the result and difference. By default, when I used print ar, it means it will print or display the elements with floating values. The once function creates an array which specifies size and type but filled with ones. So I use the statement ar equals to np.ones for 2 rows and 3 columns, and the data type is np.int16. It means all elements filled with integer values, and when I used print statement, print AR, save the file and run it. Again, the spelling is wrong here. The spelling is data type or D type. See, it will fill all the elements with 1. Arrange function creates a numpy array with evenly spaced value within a specified numerical range. And when I use np.arange7, it will display the elements from 0 to 6, or you can say n-1. Save the file and run it. See, it will start from 0 to 6. And if I used here 1, 7, 2, it means start value is 1 and the step value is 2. Run the file. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5. Copy function is used to create a copy of an existing array. First I create the array elements np.array, and the elements are 1, 2 and 3, which will be stored in x variable, and the value of x will be stored in y variable. So you can store like that: z equals to np.copy x. Here I make a copy of the elements which will be stored in x, and that copy will be stored in the variable z. And when I print the statement print x, y and z, it will display the elements 1, 2, 3. Run the file and see the result. So you can copy like this.